whatever it is, wherever you are. So I've been torn on what project to work on. I kind of just stalled out yesterday, like, what do I even do? So one thing I might want to do is do a little bit more automatic sorting on the Hostable list. And once I have an algorithm that I like, because I'll just kind of be watching it as I do manual picks, maybe I can get an automatic host going. I don't know if that'll be an Elm, because it's going to have to interact with something that can actually execute hosts. That could just end up being a web request, though that would still mean a web page running. I mean, maybe you could extract that logic to a server-side thing, even though it's not sort of supported. So one thing is that even though I prefer hosting smaller streams, because like I'm going to be down here, so it's kind of like, I know what it's like to be a small person, so let's try and improve that a little bit. Or try and help out people in the same situation as me. And it kind of made sense since I was doing that in the regular Twitch view to do this the same. But it does kind of mean I scroll down every time I go to this. And once I'm doing more than just the viewers, it seems like I might just want to reverse it. So that's probably in the view. Stream view. Sort by. So this will get turned into something more interesting here. But we can reverse it. And now we're starting where we would start. Then we would want to do so there's the view. So we'll display stuff. Display. Icon, getting a little bit more into the weeds. Display box art. User for game for. Rank stream is a stream. This is probably going to be a float, actually. Which initially is just. I know they did stuff to this recently, but I'm forgetting exactly how it worked. Okay, so that compiles and continues to do what we expect. You know what? One thing I can do while I'm working on this. Well, I think I've turned down the number of streams fetched. Preview version. That is a very long line. That one may have gotten away from us a little bit. Unfortunately, it's going to make it less obvious in the change, in the diff. So source. Could do something like that. Image template URL plus an argument. And then source. Oh no, this is part of. Aha. No, this is part of the image tag. So that does clarify that a little bit. And then this is something we can easily take out so that we're not requesting new screenshots and we're not really caring about it. So we're gonna. More data would be nice as I work on this. So we'll try not to hit him too much. All right, so rank. So we're going to take that. Now I think. So sort by. What I might actually want. Is there a packages package.elmlang? Oh, that's right. And this site between Firefox and Elmlang, it's not pretty. Is this a reload thing or restart? Okay, it's a reload thing. That would be basics. Negate a Boolean value. Negative number. Negate a number. So because it's like I like the idea of rank higher being higher, but I didn't want to do that in the rank itself. Okay, so reverse that, and then we have to 2 float this. 1.0 divided by all the parentheses. Plus 1, so we don't divide by 0. That'll be the same for now. But okay, this might actually be my personal cache here. But I'm going to take a quick peek to see if that's cached or if that's forgot to change the game. Yeah, I'm just going to drop a little note here. All right. Da, 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 da. So rank. So that gets us the same order. Now we're in a position where we can do somewhat more intuitive things with this initial number. Some more parentheses. Oh, do we need information besides the stream here? We might. Stream view needs the model. Yeah. User for stream. Don't need the name. We do need the tags. From the maybe user. And we're eventually gonna need that too. So is going to need the model. So we can have all that context information, and then it's going to look a lot like this to start off with. The user for, don't need the name. We're probably going to need the game at some point. I don't think we're going to need that. There are things you could conceivably do with that. In terms of like downranking ones that look like they're about to end. But I don't think it's going to be a priority. We're not going to use this right away. So we want to say, so tags is an array, probably an array of strings. We want to say what? List. Well, we need both list and string operations. We need list, filter, and string. I guess I could actually do a separate function that like returned set of multiples. Although if we have positive multiples, we won't be able to guarantee 0, 1. It's probably fine. Repeat, replace, pen, split, join. Slash left, right, contains. So rank. Well, we're going to have rank tag. And then we'll map that. So this is a bunch of, because they're very fluid strings. So if string dot contains, second string contains the first. It's really to this. And what do we call our lowercaser here? To lower. Although in some cases I've used uppercase to emphasize things. We'll start out with an arbitrary number. I think you can stack else ifs. String dot contains. We'll start out the same and see how it feels. Those are the big ones. That contains. Maybe don't hit that as hard. It's more of a. And also, I don't know how to do. Like, I do different. Like I tend to do code streams in the morning when I'm coding, because I figure those are the same kind of people. Oh, is there no statement? Okay. So we take our tags. We take that times. Would that be reduced type of thing? Fold. An operator initial value in a list. I don't know. It's not going to matter for multiplication. I think foldar might be the more efficient in list format. So our initial value and, is that right? Okay, because no, this is not a value. Value foldar function list.map rank tag over tags. And the problem with this is that I can't this doesn't exist anywhere I can display it. I should put it in the model for that. Oh no, I could recalculate it. Oh, you know what? Rank tag. No, rank stream. Never went back to here. And that's not a problem. And this is just the new parser not giving very useful error messages. Oh, you know what? I don't have an ultimate else case. Oh, that's right. We can't actually do a signature for this without exporting our model somewhere. Okay, yeah, so that moved that one down a little bit. something. So if we were doing a code, you sometimes do code. That'd probably work. It sort of means you have to go farther to see some stuff. We're doing not code. These don't seem to match up. But I don't know him as well to pop in there. Kind of maybe works. So that's useful for a first pass, and then we can throw game on top of that. Oh, we would not want to commit the preview screen. Oh, right, my preview screens might actually be out of date here because I turned that off. Ranking. Favored first with some tag modifiers. Turn this off for development. Now the issue with games is that they're internally it's like a game ID. Well, actually, that's what this is for. So, for initial purposes here, this is an ordered test. So I could actually do sure. But I undid my thing. Wait, did I? I did. And most of the time they're lowercase, that's fine. The problem with doing this as arguments is that things start getting into all the stuff that forces you to have a server. All right. Because unlike navigation, the new browser application can't handle file URLs. Extreme. The easy way to do this is to get the game and compare the title. Display box art game. Name of game. Oh, it's a maybe game. So for our purposes, for the moment, it is not you. Name of game. This will be a singular thing. And maybe once we develop sad thing is, where do we... Right, we're persisting game. There's no reason to save that. We could put the rank in here for convenience. Now this could actually be a case. So we're going to exact match. And I'll probably have to improve this over time. For the most part, these are all going to be the same, I think. Although really this kind of comes down to favored and unfavored lists. And this varies a little bit in that when I'm doing code streams, it's likely going to be those, and to figure out how to UI this so other people can use it. Yeah, there's games I play, and then there's games that I know of and approve of. So that's a pretty common one. Oh, yeah, of course it's not going to complete. I don't tend to watch that as much anymore. Although I did for quite a while. They are billions when I want to do sometime. Let's see. Overwatched, I don't really care about. RimWorld is one I know of and haven't played. So is Darkest Dungeon. Oh, it's RimWorld. And then we should probably have these sorted in case the list gets long. And now it's going to want me to say that, hey, those are strings. You can't possibly exhaust those. It's like truly unknown games. Interesting, actually. If it's truly game not defined, might be interesting. Okay, well, and that's within margin of error. This is also just starting, so of course it's a 0. So we got oxygen not included. Science technology is actually up at certain times. Oh, I use that one too sometimes. That will just slip in. Uh, mm, we go full 7.5 on that. So that's something. Some other ones I would guess at. Subnautica, I think. And Astroneer is a common one. Ooh, I'm not sure how Twitch capitalizes that. The Spire. Really, I should be doing lowercase here, I guess. Lowercase or uppercase, which I could actually do. Oh, yeah. Oh. So this is somebody I don't know. Oh, in another language. In a couple other languages. Forgot I had that filter on. I guess these are all their games that are interesting to me. Although I don't watch them that much these days. I really need some sort of GUI for this, but it's a start. I kind of want to see if this method of ranking even works before I build out a whole bunch for it. Darkest Dungeon, Factorio is one I played a bit of. I haven't done a whole lot with Fario lately. So I haven't been setting up a lot of hosts for it. Frostpunk looks interesting. Oxygen not included. I guess science and technology is maybe more interesting than some random game. Oop, I actually did this. I was thinking it, so I wrote it. Ooh, it's and technology. I guess I do that one often enough. Slime Rancher I've played. I'm watching it a lot. Terratech is something I've been curious about. Haven't actually gotten around to yet. And we already have they are billions. I'm not actually like listing how the modifiers work out on this. Ooh, there's another one. Okay, so yeah, I think he fixed his thing. Don't know if too many others are going to be common enough to do specials for. Oh, did that compile? Now this might be a case of see if that compiles. Or have to do some operator stuff. Name of game. There we go. Oh, I never actually got around to calling this. So either I do another fold, or I append the lists. Well, no, this is only a single. And we could actually cheese this. This is only one. Right, so those are counteracting each other a little bit. It's not bad. I guess the only other thing I could do was to do boosts for particular streams that I just kind of liked, and that should probably actually be put in as some kind of tag. That was the preview that we modified. So probably the only other way I could see doing this would be to actually start gathering data on my own hosts and doing some sort of try to train some sort of linear model. Which is quite a big thing. I guess we could start building out UI to make this a little bit better. You maybe want to live kind of. Is that thinking you might want to live with it for a little bit? Rank by favored games. I mean, these score systems end up feeling a little bit arbitrary. There's also modality. So I guess the way to do that would be to have two completely different sets of scores. Well, that would mainly be game scores. Or you would do one for like science and technology, game dev. I'd have to see what other things people show up using every now and then. And another one for all the games. So actually, putting in the ability to rank tags will give me the list of all the tags. Which might provide some feedback on how those are being used. So to make a UI, well, UI for this, I guess we'd first have to have it be data, huh? So like this could be either pairs or a data structure. I could probably even have, because my persist does have a game cache. Right now, it's only local, but if we start doing user information, this would have to be moved over to the exported data. So we could do ID, name, and score. And then we'd also have to have a list of all tags in the exported data to do that. Well, in either case, they have to become data. So we could move to a more data-based representation in the model that gets passed through. And then that will be a basis for moving into the UI. And then we could try to persist it. Okay, I am going to take a short break. And then we'll see about moving some things into the model and how we want to do that. Organic?
Yeah, organic.
You. There might actually be a few surface plants here. Oh, interesting. The platform
Hey,
just
lithium.
gathered some lithium to nowhere.
Lithium.
That's
You know that
that's a new one.
titanium.
14 strength. That's pretty sweet. But is that what they started with? Because that doesn't get boosted up, right? As far as I know. Okay, so we need to do some more debugging. So the issue is when it comes out here, it wants to go in either direction. So when it comes out, I think we need to make sure. But why would it ever try and go backwards? There's an exit.
do exactly as she says. Milton, oh my god. Oh my god. Wow, thank you so much, Milton. Oh my god. I'm like awestruck. What? Wow, guys, if you don't know Milton Peak, so I'm flabbergasted. Oh no.
Welcome back. Alright, so we have a data structure for this. Hello, Lef. How's it going today? So we've got a structure for this. We could put a score here and just not persist it. And then we might persist it later. So that's in some ways an easier one because we've already... That gets it into the model. We'd still have to use the ranking function to fill that data in because it's not being persisted. Naming is hard. It's a modifier, it's a score, it's a rank. And if we have a UI for this, I guess we'd only need to So we persist in the export. We only need to persist in the export. Or we, well, I mean, we could do ID score for that much, but name would be really nice for user accessibility. Export wouldn't necessarily need the box art URL. Although once we start importing it, we might as well have that. I'm trying to decide to make this a maybe or not. We could just fill in 1.0, but that would mean we really only need to save in the file ones the user had rated. And you're probably going to run across a lot of random games. Now, when we decode game, we do have to account for this. as a succeed nothing, I believe. Oh, and it becomes map 4. That's hostable itself. Yep. Right. Oh, so this is the Helix game, which definitely does not have that. Score equals nothing. Foldle. Okay, new games. G games. Wait, what do you come from? HTTP list helix game. Maybe I was being lazy here and not actually running my import game. Okay. Game, Metalite Games, news. Model.games. Foldo. With the function and initial value, insert right, the thing you're folding over. So g.ig, g. Oh, those may have been incidentally equal. Import game. There we go. I made a function and never called it. Then we can take this function which could get hairy because I think like some of the game for and name of game stuff is elsewhere. Import game. Ooh. We do want to do it here, or somewhere around here. But since we don't currently have any data there, we need to do that pretty much every time we load a game from anywhere. State.game, 2gamesdict. Okay, it's only used in one spot. This could actually be made to a function. Although it's going to have use if I can do some updates here. So when we load the stuff from persist for the time being, right, game, we want to so that that would work for now. But eventually I want this to be user specified. The only way to make that actually a proper maybe. Well, yeah, I'm just going to force me to handle maybes anyway. So this could be game.name. And that takes care of you. Is it game? No. Two game dict. It's going to load up with a nothing. The interim solution is G, where G dot score is just rank game of G dot name. You. No. I think that was an extra parenthesis there. So that should take care of the imports. Now, this is not something we are currently loading, so that's fine. We no longer have a rank game. We have a game 4, which is a maybe. And a maybe dot map of a dot score. Maybe dot with default. Oh, you're right. How about and then? So going to another maybe. Alright, another error. 277. No. 227. No, not G dot score. Score equals. Okay, that. Yeah, that's still doing some ranking. Oops, that's actually a little bit redundant, isn't it? But that's probably something we should have on our list. That may have actually gotten covered up by the format of things. Alright, so... Oh, you know what? I never turned back... Turning off previews. Oops. Okay, so we catch it on... Import game we missed before. Fudging the score when loading, because we're just kind of fudging it for now. Put it there when importing. Once again, we're just fudging it for now. We have it stored there. dummy field only decode. Swap that out. Move game score to model data. Now for tag scores, it's more of a, we're only going to store anything if there is a score. So I guess the first version of this is we just turn, well, I guess what we do here is we turn this all to just nothing. It's annoying and I don't know of a better way to deal with that. Well, I guess I could say if equals 1.0, nothing else, just value. But this should eventually go away if we make this properly data-based. So... So to build this, we're actually going to need all the known tags. So I guess that would make it a dict. Because you'd always want to replace a unique thing. Now this is effectively going to be model, I think. Well, now wait a minute, we might. Right, what we have right now for tags is Bewitz, users, games, user. Tags is a list of strings. So I guess we could take a list user and then get all of the tags from that. Users to a dict string float. So given all the users, we want to list.map to the tags field. And then isn't it like... Well, I know there used to be some sort of flat map or concat map. Concat map. And then actually just inserting that into a dict would take care list.map. We need an empty list.map. Dict.insert. Oh, it takes the dictionary as the last argument. Tag to dict.insert tag. Sort of key value pair. Oh no, that isn't two. That is two things. No, you cannot do that as a map. It's more of a fold. So function it passes the tag and the fold values. The operator. Well, actually, what's the argument order on that? A, B, B. So actually, that might work. Function dict.insert starting value. And then the list of tags. No, because the dict needs both that. So we still have to do tag, but it is tag and rank tag tag. And the maybe is whether it exists in here at all. So there's still going to be some conditional logic after this anyway. Mm. 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 Can't carry that. So if it's 1.0, it doesn't exist in the list. If it's something else, we insert it. And for now, we can do this very, very inefficiently. And say that the ranked tags model.users. Yeah. Alright, we can just calculate that, it won't be used. Why? Okay, tag rank. If expression. Rank tags, tag ranks. Users. Oh, it's a dict. Where do I want to deal with unboxing that? There should be a dict.values, or something equivalent to that. I guess it's a lot easier, well, except for the type signature. To deal with it there. Yeah, I left some other debug.log in here. Oh, was I trying and then got distracted to sort out how science and technology was? Oh, right, because it's currently being applied to every game. So it's only going to appear once. No, it's just straight up science and technology. But those do need to be removed. Oop, not all of them. And then we do way too many prints of this, but we have yet another version. Okay, and then, yeah. That one actually needs to get fixed. Yeah, I just have lots of variants of some things. But that appears to be working. So now I would probably want to, not recompute that every single time. And what are you using from the model? Still need the game. Oh, yeah, she did, and then the user for this stream. So eventually want to put that in the model and just get it from the model. So I guess we can be inefficient for now. So instead of list.map_rank tag, it is dict dot. Well, it's a little bit annoying actually. It's dict dot get. List.map dict dot get. I think there's a filter map, actually. Well, no, because we have to do get, got, get comparable out of dictionary. Get tag out of ranked tags. We throw out all the ones that are not there because we don't care about that. The filter map takes care of the maybes, so we don't have to worry about doing the default value. Arguably, there's not really a list to do in game. That get ranked tags. Okay, there's some inversion here. Yeah, that one's up a bit. Alright, so that's our basic code to get this into data. So I think I'm going to checkpoint that, then we move that into the model. And then that data structure is something we could look at persisting in the future. In order to have a, well, we could develop, I don't know, whether you, I guess you'd want to do the UI before persisting it. Handle tag scores as data. Okay, so we want to take this data that we just turned from a function into data, and we want to move all this stuff out to the model. Where's that code going to go? I guess we've got our rank game currently. It's kind of done by comments, I guess. So move that into the model. Users, games, live streams. Pending user, pending, network. So it's kind of up with this data. This will end up being user data. This isn't really ranked, actually. This is more scored tags, which is a dict of string to float. Scored tags equals dict.empty. So when we update users, we need to update that. Well, for now, we would need to catch it somewhere here to fill in our sort of dummy data. I did end up doing games on that one. Actually, that gets both loaded and imported. Yeah, that's in the actual dictionary, which is a different field. Tag ranks. Okay, right. So we're going to take that model. Actually, oh, but this takes the dictionary and then immediately throws it away. So from here, for our sort of interim version, we should turn this back into a list user. Then, when we import, we do scored tags equals rank tags, tag ranks, and that might get renamed as well. State.users. And the same thing here, because we imported scored tags. And this doesn't deal with manually adding new tags. That's going to be a user thing eventually with the goal. So ranked tags, so with the model, this is just model.scored tags. Ooh. Imported. And then that compiles. Right, that's up by game. So that's the game. Do we see any evidence of tags making a difference? Okay, this is that one tag that's a little bit misspelled. Can we fix that real quick? Actually, I would expect date modified. Oh. Firefox uses a different algorithm for determining the highest number. It takes the lowest available number, whereas Chrome will look for the highest thing of that file and keep adding on it. No, wait a minute. Actually, since that's up, I can just fix it. Oh, but that actually changed the sorting. Well, okay, that's a test. No, actually, I don't think I have. a modifier for that. Oh, no, that moved to Hostable. Those should never be the same. And that's going to move it down a bit. Alright, so we have that converted to data, still sort of kludged in. Actually, based on realistically, since I'm not a mature channel, that's going to be a pretty big hit. Yeah, okay game with some qualifiers, really high viewer count, the game I like, game I don't like. And this is just unranked game. Nothing about that. Okay. Scored tags. Currently doing it manually. Scored tags in model. So now that we have data that's going to look like the thing we eventually want to work with, we would need to we could start potentially doing some UI to edit that stuff. So game is something that already exists, so it's going to be, well, it's a persistable thing. It is not persisted in the export data currently. But that makes it a little bit so if we make a UI for that, we can start filling in the more realistic scores. And maybe I actually need to go through and do the if equals 1 nothing bit, so we could just import our existing bit. Still, we have some basis for persisting that, whereas we do not with tags right now. And we could always start with storing them locally, just not exporting it. So, and actually, I kind of don't need this saved here. View saved. This was originally an alternate to communities, which no longer exist. No longer need saved title. We might have a section. Well, for now it'll be a section. Eventually, it might be sort of a toggleable modification menu state thing. Or I guess I could link off of this to do something with it. Da, 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 da. So we've got our list of known games. Display footer. Model.games. Keyed isn't going to matter as much for these. But something like this. Actually, games is already a dict. Oh. But keyed, I think. Not HTTP. HTML. UL is a list of string HTML message. So dict.map game to game. Oh, does dict map? Assuming there is a map. Does it take the two values or just the values? Actually, two list is exactly what we want. Except we also have to run this function over it. Apply a function to all values. Yeah, so what we'd want to do is dict.map to game view model, and then dict.toList. Game view. Not currently going to need that. We're probably going to want to borrow some bits from this. So that's the stream view. That's the comment. By adding comment. Ranking is the ordering for stream stuff still. And this is getting down to more into utility stuff. Oops, I kind of wanted to do the other one, but oh well. Li class game. Do we even see anything though? Da 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 da. Something. All right. 192 is not happy. Last argument to map. So one of these maps is not happy. Dictionary. Am I not remembering game correctly? Dict string game. Maybe game. Wait, why did game view produce a maybe game? Oh, is that part of... It's not part of map. What? Game view produces maybe game. Am I missing something on display box art? Oh, yeah, normally that makes sense for its normal use. But map needs it to... Game to be. Why is HTML message not a B? To all values in a dictionary. Oh, the map does take the key. Okay, so that's a big old list of games we've not formatted yet. And we formatted very badly right now. There might actually be some stuff going on there from the CSS classes that are carrying over. Game name. Maybe it's an image with no size? Hmm. No, I do box art. Oh, the function produces box art, which has some attributes that are designed for use within this context. I mean, that's something we can work with, I think. I just have to give this thing its own little frame. Image box art. Okay, so we'll have to give it a frame. Or some way to parameterize this. Of course, the whole thing would be kind of an image, but actually, this should have a certain width and height, shouldn't it? Granted, there's no content to give it anything else. Nothing is a div with style. Oh, image has those. You will need to have these. Okay, so now that's huge. So we've got streams, Header, schedule graph, comments, getting down the icon stuff. Game, style type. Now width. Unfortunately, we're not set up to do well here. Is 70. Not doing dynamic processing in the string right now. Actually, that provides all the size information. Well, no, actually, if we don't do the sizing here, we do it in the element, we can actually use the values. This is not wrapping, though. Height, I don't even care right now. I just need to know if that affects it. No. What's different? That keeps you from wrapping. What? Oh, they all have position absolutes. So there's actually a lot more stuff there. Game. Right, there used to be another internal container that handled this. Or on the stream there was. So, whoop. What did we turn on? We've run across a lot of different games that people we watch have streamed. So this is eventually something we can get more detailed on. As far as which ones are rated. And at some point we might want to have like a display of only the rated ones and then, you know, like an ad. Just because this is a whole lot of images and stuff to pull down. But that displays something. Display something for game list. So then I would need to have well, if I only displayed ones that had a score in one section, ones that didn't, I would actually need two methods of displaying a game. I'm probably going to want to sort these by game name as well. So I think for the most part, when I look at this, I'm not gonna care about it. I'm gonna be looking for new ones. So game view, two maps, sort by. This has to. Strings might be comparable. Oh, dicks aren't sortable. Sort by. Key game. It might be able to do comparables. Comparable. Oh, no, 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 no. This is a pair. Oh, we've already made an HTML message. So the only way to do this is to do toList, sort it, and then list.map. Well, now it doesn't preserve the thing. Now sort by is fine. Can you do that? Should just be a symbol, right? But now you have to be key HTML. Okay, that's actually something you could. It could be a tractable problem. Sort games by name. And then our game view. When we are editing a comment, we only bring up the UI while we're doing that. I mean, these scores could be displayed over. I mean, inputs could probably. So you could do something like this. And then at the moment, we are dummy data. So viewers. Yeah. Viewers channel. Display box art. Viewers. Oh, it's not going to be viewers. This is going to be a score. Did I already changed this one. Might as well make it a div because we're going to be positioning stuff. Get the viewers at one time. Margin right, background, displays fine. Position relative. Bottom 0, left 0. Oh, tag string from int, string from float, game.score, which is going to be a maybe. So really this entire thing should only be here. I guess you could do this as a map default. Map it to a div or to a nothing. That should be fine though. Ordering. And I want it to be just as wide as it needs to be. How do you do that? Nope. So I actually want that to be in the same container. I mean, Margin right. Doesn't even matter. Padding is fine. Yeah, we have to make this top for it to make sense. CSS, positioned element, auto, text width. Absolute position effects width. Can that behave width and a height? Alright, so the only way to get this to be text width, I think. And we can do a quick check of... Ooh. Oh, we actually need to do position for you. Absolute, I think? We're going to be doing a lot of reloading here. Oh, we are in the view. Preview. No need to refresh the screenshots every time. Yep, and now the ordering flipped. But that's also off. Oh, you know what? Did I end up stopping with arbitrary values in here? Okay, well that is completely unnecessary, I think. And if we are sizing this correctly, oh, there's the image, there's the LI. So the image is also ending up over. Interesting, it's respecting this padding, but not that padding. Layout. This is the LI that has that padding. Why was it appearing to be over? Oh, weird. I'm not sure I fully understand that. Yeah, they're kind of overlapping, and I guess that's the margin space? No, it's listed as padding. Yeah, but it's actually displayed over there, so it's just the bottom. So that's the margin of the LI. So the cheeky way to do this is just to say bottom 10, which is that amount of padding. Oh, wait, I flipped this somewhere. Wait, what? Did I miss a compile cycle here? What? Set li game. What? Why can I only edit this position? Oh, maybe there's a thing behind here that I can't click on because it's behind the label. Maybe I have to click on one of these? No. Oh, now it's a number, right. 0 is not supposed to have a number, or a unit. Things that are numbers are supposed to have units. Alright, now, why are we display? Oh, because we're not processing that properly right now. I mean, this is even technically just a temporary thing. Rank game, rank game. Just rank game. Uh, then these can take out their stuff. Wait. Oh, right. We did not change the type of this. Alright, so now we've only got games that we know, which are heavier on the lower end of the spectrum for some reason. Yeah, I guess there's Astroneer. Diff. Oop, we had that off. I'm not doing... Actually, do I have any... App. No, I'm not passing anything through the... Let me get parameters for testing. I think I could do that though. Display game score if present. So then you'd want to be able to convert that to an input box. Trying to decide how much I want to do right now. Because beyond this, we've still got persistence, we've got doing similar things for the tags, toggling it all. And until we have editing and at least local persistence, it's not something I can really do a full-on use of yet. So yeah. Da, 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 da. There's no reason to be displaying all of this in day-to-day usage right now. So I think interactivity, even though I've got a little bit of a example to work with, might get a little bit involved with all the messages and stuff. I think I'm just going to stop there. See how much progress we can make tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Useret Gaming, Doug and Lake, Destructively Phased, Two Left for to Cry, Diddly Taco, Cat Knox, Instant Speed Live, Corrupted Sunny, Ned Makes Games, Haskin TV, and Stormy Ice Leopard for hosting me. We just refreshed this. No, I don't. One thing I don't have is preference for, or a way to switch into like coding stream mode. So Deciding is doing interesting stuff. I need to get back to scouting to find other small programming streamers, because I do her a fair bit. So I guess we'll go for the big one today. But it's I mean, the bigger streams are big for a reason. So if we're looking for someplace cool to hang out, actually type web development will actually be pretty close to Elm. Deciding's a cool place to hang out. Thanks for hanging out with me, and goodbye for now.